Is Jay-Z always right, or is Jay-Z always rightfully out of touch? What up, though? I'm J Hall, writer, cultural critic, and annihilators will do Mortal Kombat on your teeth. So Jay-Z actually had an interview, and this is his first one he had in about 10 years. He sat down with GQ magazine, and he had some pretty interesting things to say. And one of the first things that raised my eyebrow was his take on Kendrick Lamar versus Drake.
Now, people that like Kendrick hate Drake,
Yeah.
no matter what he makes.
It's always interesting to me when people try to make like Drake is actually a victim. Like people started to hate him because of what Kendrick Lamar said, which is completely false. Drake was actually begging for Kendrick Lamar to come outside. Kendrick Lamar came outside. He got spanked, and Kendrick Lamar went back inside. Now, I don't understand why you feel, or anyone would feel, that their fan bases were converted, because no, people who hated Kendrick Lamar already hated him, and people who hated Drake already hated them, and that battle didn't convert or change nobody's opinion, except for the fact that we all understand that Drake should not be asking for Kendrick Lamar to come outside for nothing unless they actually open the door for him. I digress. However, when it came to battles itself, Jay-Z actually feels that battles should be taken out of hip-hop itself.
I guess I'm going to say it. I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
I'm very curious. Do Jay feel like battles should be taken out of hip-hop before or after he left the condom next to the baby backseat, or before he put Prodigy up on that Summer Jam screen? I'm just curious. I just want to know. Now, battling is one of those things that is actually a part of the elements of hip hop. You take that away, you take away the basketball and the NBA, you've got people running up and down the court, taking away the football and actually in the NFL, you got men just run up and down the field, run up against each other. You take that away, you taking away a huge part of it. You taking away someone's arm and telling them to go out there and box. It doesn't make sense. Now, Hove also heard your criticism about him being a billionaire and capitalist and how people feel about billionaires, and his response was very interesting.
I make art first, and then I make sure that I'm compensated for my art. I didn't take advantage. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people. I didn't take no one.
You know, to hear Jay-Z say he's never taken advantage of somebody is funny to me, because if you were a crackhead back in '88, you might disagree. Jay-Z's at a very weird place because he doesn't put out albums like the way he used to, or does interviews as often as he does. People actually have this very extreme feeling about him, whether he puts out music or he has conversation. They either feel a hatred towards him and Rock Nation, like they are solely responsible for raising gas prices, or they feel like he's dropping infinite wisdom when he just says something simple as, you got to put milk on cereal. And they're like, oh my God, this Lucky Charms wisdom is great. And I just don't get it. He's a rarity, but the one thing I will say is that he is still an icon. He is still a legend. He is still a billionaire. He is all of these things, but everything he says isn't sacrilegious or is it satanic, but it feels like it's this weird discourse that, for me, sets the bar really, really low, and it's a bar that people love to take shots from.